Yo, what's up, people? You guys know about this march on Washington, the fight to save our lives, or whatever it is. I did a video on it. Now, apparently, there's this controversial interview with Killer Mike and the things that he said about the march, which I agree with Killer Mike, with what he said, right? And he was saying that, people are actually marching themselves back into slavery, which is true. If you understand history, you will see what's going on. History repeats itself. Even the Bible says it. Marcus Garvey said, "A people without the knowledge of their history is like a tree without roots." It's been said in many different ways, but they all have the same meaning, which is history repeats itself. Now we have this guy here called New Possibilities. I don't know why you'd give yourself a name like that, New Possibilities. I've never liked this guy. There's a couple of people on YouTube I really don't like. And one of the reasons I don't like them is because I don't like people who try to sound smart, but they're actually stupid. I remember this New Possibility guy he had issues with David Carroll and Akwesi 100. New Possibilities is just among the guys on YouTube that I don't like. Now, this guy did a video about the whole Killer Mike situation, and he is one of them trying to convince or trying to lie to people, telling them that the government is not trying to take your guns, they just want to take away the high-powered rifles, and people shouldn't have high-powered rifles and all of this. Let me tell you something. People should have high-powered rifles. I don't care. Okay? And the reason I say that is because we have seen out here where cops have been shooting black men, unarmed black men, whether these black men are thugs or not. They've been shot, unarmed. Now, can you imagine a police state, which it seems that's what we're moving into, if the government take your guns, or let's say the government take your high-powered weapons away from you? With the evidence that we're seeing right now, what do you think is going to happen then? Cops shooting black men, unarmed, black men running away. What do you think is going to happen then? Think, people. Now, New Possibilities is trying to convince people that they're just trying to take away the high-powered rifles and stuff like that. They're not trying to take away your handguns. Sir, I think you said you're a lawyer. You're probably lying. You're not smart. I think you need to shut up. I think you need to shut up, go play some golf. If you have a wife, go have sex with her, go do something. Because you do a lot of videos, you don't make sense, bro. You're not making any sense. If they take away the high-powered rifles, what do you think they're going to go after next? History repeats itself. That's how people went into slavery. One group of people had guns, another group of people didn't. The government is always trying to have an upper hand over the people. Somebody who's trying to be dominant is always going to try to have the upper hand over the person they're preying upon. So even if they leave you with little handguns, let's say they leave you with the little handguns, they're trying to make sure that you're no match for the army, you're no match for the ATF, you're no match for the cops and the SWAT teams and all of these people. With your handgun. And let's take it a step further. If you know the history of the government, what they do is they do things in increments. Or let's say they do things step by step. It's an elimination process. So they take away your high-powered rifles. Okay, fine. They're successful in doing that. And then they're going to stage more killings with 9mm and 45s and Glocks then they're going to say, oh, well, the high-powered rifles wasn't enough because now people are dying at the hands of handguns. People are being killed with handguns. So now we need to get rid of that too. Then when they do that, what are you going to say? Are you going to say you were wrong? Stop misleading people. If you do not know what's going on, if you do not understand it, shut up. Or if you know what's going on, stop lying to people. I'm sick of people like you on YouTube. I'm sick of people like you on TV who talk a lot of shit, trying to sound smart and misleading people. People like you, New Possibilities. Where did you get that name from? New Possibilities. Sounds like new shit abilities to me, because you talk a lot of shit. I really can't stand that dude. Stop lying to people, yo. Those people marching, they are marching themselves right into a police state, right into slavery. They're marching their rights away. What the government needs to do is to stop giving these crazy sick people guns. Do a mental evaluation of these people when they go and apply for guns. That's what they should do. But the government is not going to do that because they have an agenda. And it's you, the people, who are going to help them to push that agenda. Just like you're doing now. You're going to be calling for the New World Order. Because what they do, the government, they're going to they set the traps. And you idiots fall for it. And you are one of them who's helping to mislead people. Now, I don't know if you're a lawyer, a cop, a demon, an agent. I don't know who you are. But I don't like people like you. Because you're leading people astray. And I'm imploring to you people, listen, things are going to happen. Read books, understand history. Things are going to happen. It might not happen today. It might not happen in the next 2 years. But I'm pretty sure within the next 15 years, could be earlier, something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. So look at the signs. Something isn't right. You see cops shooting black men. It's not a coincidence. Now they want to take away your guns. The NRA might be racist, but I believe that people need to be able to protect themselves and their families. And right now, the cops really don't look to be on our side as black people right now. So what you think is going to happen when they take away all your guns? There's going to be more killing of black people. Stop listening to this new shitability guys, or whatever his name is. He makes no sense. Stop being fooled by this, I'm a lawyer and always dressed in suit and tie, with his teeth looking like beaver teeth. Stop. I don't like these guys.